A notable case for me was the Stewart family versus Orange County. It was a family, husband and a wife and a son, driving in a Trailblazer on their way to drop the husband off to work. They were going through an intersection, yielding left, when a police cruiser for the County of Orange ran a red light at about 45-50 miles an hour and T-boned them, causing them to do almost a 360 in the middle of the intersection. Some of the challenges with that case were the defense had an expert who was out of state, and we videotaped his deposition, and they didn't call him to trial and just wanted to play his deposition. Sometimes when that happens, the defense will try and just read his deposition. Fortunately for us, we had MotionLit there to cut the deposition transcript, show it on video, show the expert, because this particular expert was, although retained by the defense, sometimes this can be the case, he actually was a very beneficial witness for our case. Having MotionLit there at that trial helped, because not only did we have the expert deposition video all cut, and the deposition transcript is actually rolling at the same time, so the jury can see, hear, and read the transcript all in real time. It helps the trial run seamless, and oftentimes, you know, when you have the trial running smoothly and there aren't a lot of interruptions, you know, it helps. It really does. Some people may not think it does, but when you have interruptions in a trial, a lot of objections or a lot of technological issues, it can break down your verdict, because ultimately the trial doesn't flow as it should and as the jury wants it to. The verdict amount on this case was $2.5 million. And you know, I truly believe this was we were in front of a judge who doesn't like time wasted at all. I mean, literally, we had a 5 to 7 day estimate on this jury trial. We started on Monday morning, we ended on Friday, we got a verdict on Friday. I mean, that's how quick this trial went. And it went so quick because we're able to streamline things with exhibits, because we're able to throw videos up there rather than waste time, you know, reading a deposition. When you are taking up time and fumbling over exhibits, judges get kind of mad, and that can have a negative effect on your case as well, because if the judge is mad at you, you know, the jury feels the energy that the judge gives off. And if you have a trial tech there and you've got a screen for the judge, you know, you've got so that the judge can see exhibits even before they're published to the jury, and the judge doesn't have to go through one of our 5 huge binders that we have prepared for him. He can just see it on the screen without having to fumble through that stuff. You know, you get on their good side. We need trial techs that sort of match us. And trial lawyers have to think on their feet. That's just what we have to do. We're in real time. You know, somebody says something we don't anticipate, we got to be able to respond. We need our trial techs to do the same. I think we just have to change with the times. And I think we have to accept the fact that jurors don't want to be there. They don't want you to waste their time, and they want to see things. That's just what they do. They don't want to sit there and listen to an attorney talk. They want to see things. And oftentimes, jurors make decisions in cases based on what they see. And so, I mean, visuals they're a game changer. You know, we tried MotionLit once, and we were hooked. You know, I feel I'm very fortunate that I have the opportunity to work with MotionLit. You know, it's not just my decision, but obviously the firm that I work for allows us to have these trial techs for every trial that we're in, and give yourself as much notice as you can. The flip side of that is you don't always have the benefit of that, because trials get continued, trials get moved. I mean, oftentimes you don't really know the trial's 100% going until, you know, 2 weeks before, 30 days maybe. I mean, usually you just never know. So I think that's why one of the reasons we really like MotionLit is because it doesn't matter what time frame we're working with, they always have somebody available for us immediately.